Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Louise. I am Louise, your Independent Pampered Chef Consultant. On today's episode, we're going to be sous vide cooking in our brand new multi cooker. Hey! So what is sous vide cooking? Well, it is the latest and greatest thing for us home cooks. Most restaurants do use sous vide cooking, but for us home cooks, it's the brand new craze, and I absolutely love it. Everything that I have cooked has come out absolutely perfect. So exactly what is it? Well, if you Google it, it says the French word is under vacuum. Well, you don't have to have a vacuum sealer in order to sous vide. You can simply use a Ziploc bag and just get all the air out, or you can use one of our reusable bags. So basically you are cooking in a temperature controlled water bath, and your food cooks slowly over a period of time, and it will come to whatever temperature you have set your water to. So it's pretty cool, and I absolutely love it. You can't overcook anything. So I am the worst pork chop cooker. I always overcook my pork chops. However, when I sous vide them, they come out absolutely perfect because I set the temperature that I want it to cook at. So to get started with this recipe, I will be cooking a pork tenderloin. Now I did use my brand new handy dandy vacuum sealer. So I do have my pork tenderloin that I vacuum sealed in here, and I seasoned it up with some garlic and herb rub. And a product that we no longer carry, but I wish we'd bring it back. That's our cherry balsamic vinegar. Love this. And I put this in there as well. And then it's been in the vacuum bag. Now I'm going to be also cooking with the pork tenderloin in a separate bag, some green beans. Now I'm just going to use our reusable bag for that. Now to get started with sous vide, you have to get your water temperature set first. So to do that, what we're going to do, I'm just gonna make sure that you guys can see. First of all, we wanna turn it on. There you go. And you're gonna wanna fill up the inner pot with water. So I have the water set to 2/3, as you can see right here. And it's just tap water. And you're gonna just put the lid on, and as you can hear, it talks to you. And then all I'm going to do is turn the knob until I get to the sous vide setting, which is right there. It's already set for 2 hours, which is exactly what I want. Now this recipe that I'm doing comes in our new Season's Best cookbook, and it says for me to set the temperature to 140 degrees so that I have a medium cooked pork tenderloin. So to do that, I'm just going to press it in and go to 140. There we go, and then press. As you can see, it says run, so you want it to say run on the panel. Now, during that 30 minutes, as it is coming up to the correct temperature, you're going to hear it making a couple of noises. It'll make some little beeps and that kind of thing, but you will distinctly hear 3 loud beeps when you know it's ready to add your food.
A few moments later.
Did you hear that noise? It's not ready yet, it's still heating up. It still says run. When it's ready, you're definitely going to hear the 3 beeps, and it will say add.
A few moments later.
All right, and now it's ready. You heard the 3 beeps, and now it says add across the front of the panel. So all we have to do is open it up. It does have this handy little rest here, so I like that. And now all you gotta do is add your food. So here I have my pork tenderloin in my bag, and I have the green beans in the reusable food pouch that we sell. So I'm gonna add that as well. Get it all in there. And then I'm just gonna put the lid back on. Well, I gotta turn it towards me to put the lid back on. Make sure it's all in there. There we go. There we go. Now let me turn it back so you can see. Okay, now the next step, all I have to do is press the knob here. All right, now you can see it's got the 2 hours, and we're gonna do a countdown. So now what happens is your food is going to slowly cook until it reaches that temperature that you set it for. Remember, we set this pork tenderloin for 140 degrees. So once it reaches that, it's going to beep again, and we are done. So my suggestion, anytime you get a product, especially an electronic product, can't talk, you're gonna want to follow the cooking guide. All of our electronic products come with their very own cooking guide. In the cooking guide, it does give you all the information about all the preset settings. It gives you which cooking method is best. It kind of goes through all the different ways you can use the product and the different meats, the different vegetables, all of that, the rice and grains. I use this to cook rice all the time. And then it also gives you recipes. So it'll give you recipe for pressure cooking, for slow cooking, and for sous vide cooking. So we will just check back in 2 hours and see how this ends up.
One eternity later.
So we are almost done cooking. We have less than a minute left. Our pork tenderloin and our green beans have been cooking for the last 2 hours. And if you recall, I got the water temperature set for 140 degrees. So now we just wait for it to finish cooking. Oh, there you go. It is done. So all I have to do now is press the X. And because of this handy little stand here, I can stick my lid right there. I just love it. All right, so let's see what we have. Excuse me. We have the green beans, and I'm just gonna set them in this bowl. Let's go ahead and open them up, and it's gonna be a little hot and a little steamy, so be careful. But since it's 140 degrees, it's not like it's boiling, so let's see how it's cooked. It still has that snap to it, which I love. I hate a soggy green bean. I don't know about you guys, but can you hear it? Perfect. All right, now for the pork tenderloin. So it has been cooking in here for 2 hours. The next step is to go over to a skillet, or in this case, I will be using my cast iron skillet, and we're just going to sear it on both sides. Okay, so we have moved over here to my stove so that we can begin searing the pork tenderloin, and I'll probably also throw in some of the green beans and sear those off as well. So I have my cast iron skillet preheating. I have a little bit of oil on the inside, and all I'm going to do is, since I used a vacuum sealed bag, I'm just going to cut into it and remove the pork with my tongs. There we go. Ooh, can you hear that sizzle? Now don't forget that the meat is already cooked, so we're just getting it seared, just getting a little color on the top and on the bottom. And I thought that I would go ahead and do the same with the green beans. Now this recipe actually calls to cook the potatoes in the bag at the same time as well, but instead of having potatoes, this time we're having stuffing. So pork, stuffing, and green beans. There we go. I'm not going to put all the green beans in because I love green beans and I don't want mine in with the pork. So there you go. We'll just get that cooked up a little bit on both sides. add a little bit of color, and I'll show you the finished product. So I decided that it might be a nice touch to go ahead and add the juices from my bag. So I'm just going to add those to the skillet as well. There we go. And just let that cook for just a few seconds. And that is all, folks. Okay, so now I'm going to cut it up and show you the finished product. Pork has been resting like it should, and I'm ready to serve. Let me just show you how beautiful it is on the inside. So I'm going to just slice a few pieces for my family. So you can see, perfectly cooked. And I'm gonna put it on the plate. And the green beans, you guys, they look delicious. Here I have them in the insulated serving bowl. Look at those green beans. They look fabulous. Let me grab a spoon. Serve that alongside of the delicious pork. And wait till you see this stuffing. This is like a fancy meal that was super easy to do. So the stuffing, you guys, I cooked in my cute little 1-quart baker in the air fryer. I love using my air fryer. I use it pretty much like an oven daily. So let me serve a little bit of this. Oh, it's got a nice crispy topping. We love that on stuffing. And here you guys have a delicious meal. Actually, it looks a little sparse. I need to fill that plate up. All right, you guys, you know the drill. Be sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell so you will be notified of all my upcoming videos. By the way, down in the description, I'll be sure to put this recipe. I'll also go ahead and add the link to my video for the vacuum sealer that I've been using in case you're interested. All right, you guys, like I always say, happy cooking.